This is Dr. Pietro Aparicio from Summit to Dragon Health. Today, I'd like to talk to you about the nervous system. You're wondering, how is the nervous system connected to art and filmmaking? It is actually connected in many different ways, but today I'd like to focus on SYNAPSE. What is SYNAPSE? SYNAPSE is the junction between two neurons, or between a neuron and a muscle. Neurons are the cells that form the nervous system. One part of the neuron is called axon, which looks like a head, and the other part dendrite, which look like tails. There are millions of neurons in the human body, and they're all connected. There's also a space between two neurons, and this space is called synapse. This space is very important in medicine because it helps us describe diseases that are part of the nervous system. It is also very important for treatment, medications. Medications can either stimulate or block what happens at this space, at the synapse. Connected to this, I'd like to speak to you about Stephen Covey. Stephen Covey was an American educator, author, businessman, and keynote speaker. His most popular book is The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. Some of you might be familiar with Stephen Covey. In his book, he describes proactive people. These are people who take responsibility for their life and for their actions. They do not blame genetics, circumstances, conditions, environment, or people around them. They take responsibility for their own actions. Opposite to proactive people, he describes reactive people. They're often affected by their physical environment. They find external sources to blame. It's either their genetics, their environment, both, but they never take the blame. Stephen Covey, when he describes human behaviors in his books, he talks about stimulus and responses. There's a stimulus and a response, very similar to what happened in the nervous system. Stephen Covey also describes a space, just like the synapse. He calls this space freedom to choose. When we have a stimulus, there's a response, but there's also space and time before we come with a response. This space helps us to elaborate the proper response. We have tools that we can use in deciding what the response will be. Our imagination, our creativity, self-awareness, or principles. It's up to us to decide which way to go. Proactive people will often use words like, I can do it, I will be happy to do it, I prefer to do it this way, then probably better, I want to do it, I'm excited. Reactive people often use words like, I can't, it's too difficult, I cannot do it, I have to do it, I'll do it because I have to do it. If only this could be different. I don't really want to do it. We choose which way to go. Let me quote some words from Stephen Covey referring to this space, freedom to choose, this junction, this synapse. He said, we can create deep meaning experience, great fulfillment, and become catalysts for profound change at work, in our families, and in our communities. Artists and filmmakers are catalysts for profound change in the community and in the world. You have freedom to choose. Use your imagination. Use your creativity. Use your principles. Be proactive. Thank you.